Heyo, Stoic here. Welcome to the Bedrock Guide. In this tutorial, we'll be talking about a witch farm. Yep, we want that gunpowder, we want that XP, and all the goodies that come along with it. Now, this farm will work with PC, Xbox, PlayStation 4, and Switch. All right, I know you want to know the rates. So after 1 hour, I was able to get just over 2 stacks of sugar, 2 stacks of glowstone, almost three, just over 2 stacks of redstone, 2.5 stacks of gunpowder. We'll take that. Lots of bottles, a ton of sticks, and not great fuel, but it's fuel, and some spider eyes. Along with this particular farm, you're going to get lots of potions of healing, and you'll get lots of potions of swiftness. Now, we're not trying to go for the other potions because we just want the goodies up here. So we're going to limit it as much as we can. So one of the benefits of this farm is that we will be collecting the experience. And we'll go from 0 to level 30 or 31 in about 1 hour, which is pretty good. I mean, it's not great. There's lots of other farms that'll go faster, but we'll take the experience while we're collecting the loot. All right, time for the materials. So we're only going to put in a small amount of storage. If you want more storage, you'll have to expand it yourself, but this will collect everything you need in 1 hour. We're going to need about 40 oak wood slabs. I just picked oak because it's going to be nearby. You can use any slab of your choice. 2 buttons, 32 torches. We're going to light up the area around us to help our spawn rates. 1 lever. We're going to put a Trident Killer in, and it's going to be 2 droppers, 2 redstone repeaters, 4 observers, 4 pistons. We're also going to need 2 trapdoors, 1 wood stairs, some packed ice. You see 8 there. 1 soul sand, 1 trident, and a lot of glass. I'm going with 5 stacks of glass for our bubble column, and then just another stack of whatever solid block you'd like to bring. As a bonus, you also want to bring some tinted glass so you can see down into your farm whenever you want. That'll keep things nice and dark. And can't forget our glass panes in order to find our witch spawn. All right, the first thing you're going to need to do is find yourself a swamp. Now, for me, swamps have been kind of hard to find, but I'm hoping in 1.19 there'll be a lot more swamps with the mangrove forests. But anyways, you'll have to just look around, find one, and hope that you find a witch hut just like this. All right, you found your witch hut. The first thing you're going to want to do is find that cat. And a little unknown fact is if you feed this cat and make it your friend, you'll get double the rates. I'm just kidding. That doesn't actually happen. Don't worry about the cat. But you will find the witch. Get rid of the witch. I'm going to let this one walk around because it really doesn't bother me at all. But we will spend a little bit of time with our torches and we're going to light this place up because this will impact our spawn rates if there's other monsters around. Now, I am just spamming this like crazy. You can be a little more methodical with your placement here because lights can go pretty far and we really just want to make sure we're not getting a whole lot of extra spawns in the area. The next thing you're going to want to do is get rid of anything that's tall nearby. Just clear it out. Get rid of the trees that are nearby. I'm going to let these just kind of get rid of themselves. Floating trees, I know, against the rules, but for this, we're just going to take these out. The other thing you definitely want to get rid of, if there's any mushrooms nearby, get rid of them. The red ones, the brown ones. These can actually spawn monsters on top of them, so they will be one of the taller things that can spawn. All right, let's get started on the main part of this build. You can get rid of your cauldron. Maybe there's some poison brewing in there. We don't want to get rid of it. Get rid of the pot with a mushroom. Open up these windows and then close them up. Grab some wood. Any solid blocks will do. And we can now get rid of the front window as well. And for right now, we're going to get rid of that pane because it is morning. Or not pane, torch. We're going to put in glass panes right here, right inside. You don't need to take out the front window or front door just yet because we're going to use it to find the spawn point of our witch. So we're going to go over 25 blocks away. That way the witch has a chance to spawn. And yeah, that witch will tell us exactly where the witches spawn inside the hut every single time. And we're going to take advantage of that. Sounds like our witch is here, so let's open it up. Oh, we got a couple of them, actually, quite a few. Uh-oh, it's a party. Not a big deal, though. So we're going to grab ourselves a solid block, something that's a little different than all the other blocks in the area. You can use your oak instead of the spruce. So that'll tell you that this is our block. And the reason why that's our block is because monsters spawn on the northwest corner of a block. Now, I know that witch huts always face the north, always, 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 and we can tell that the sun is rising in the east and it will set in the west. No sunflower today, so that means north is that direction, west is that direction. We know monsters are on the northwest side. All right, we know that they're going to spawn right there, so we can get rid of the outside parts of the glass. You can see we still have our little trap right here, and now we're ready to start on our Trident Killer. So I'm going to grab some more solid blocks. In this case, I'm just going to use blue so you can see where I put them in the build. We're going to fill up this back wall right there. And then we're going to go ahead and fill in this side as well. So this will be our part of our killing platform right here. We're going to jump down and we're going to take out the front porch. I don't want it. You could probably keep it. Nah, we're going to get rid of it for this build. We're also going to just take out the legs of this building. We're going to clear out the bottom just a little bit so we can work, and we'll fill things in when we need to. All right, before we go any further, we can't forget to bottom slab this stuff all the way up here. Cover the whole thing up except for these 4 blocks. And the reason why is we're going to go ahead and break them, and we're going to go ahead and put in some tinted glass. Nothing can spawn on top of it. We can see through it, and it provides a black box for our kill chamber. Come on down to the bottom. We're going to keep working on this little kill chamber. Get rid of the glass panes right here. And what we're going to do is put a glass block right here. And what's going to happen is the monster is going to spawn on this northwest corner of this block right here. But the glass block above it is going to push it off. Make sure there's a little space between it, just 1 block. That way they get pushed right into our final kill chamber. Grab your packed ice, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks underneath here. We're going to take these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put them right back in, and you can see that you are right underneath our spawn block. So that's exactly what we want. And in this case, we're going to come out right here in the center on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put these in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like this. We're dropping down 1 block. We'll go ahead and do this now. We'll go ahead and just 1, 2, 3. We'll put our soul sand in there later when we're ready for it. All right, let's get our Trident Killer in place. So starting at this block right here, we're going to put in our piston, and we're going to stagger where we put our pistons all the way around. Before we leave it, we're going to put in a stair right here. Yeah. So now we're going to come to the outside, and we're just going to fill in each of these blocks right here. Go ahead and put another layer on the outside of this. Pistons can actually let light in to an area. And since our spawn point is so close, we want to make sure we are covering up the backside of our pistons. All right, we're going to come inside once more, and we're going to go ahead and waterlog our piston, waterlog our stair, and you can see all the water is flowing this direction. But some of the water wants to go into this corner. So we're going to waterlog this piston as well. Now we've got water flow this direction. All right, come on out and put a trapdoor in right there. We want to make sure that the items drop into the next water stream. So we're going to have this water stream coming right out into this area. Just so we don't forget it later, we're going to go ahead and put in a button right there, and that will stop the flow of water. Items will flow along the ice into our column. Otherwise, we're going to have some conflicting problems with water streams. So this will help us get our items and experience. All right, the next step is to put in our controls for this Trident Killer. We'll just go ahead and put a dropper in on this corner. We'll go ahead and put in our observer looking at the dropper. We'll put in a block over top of our piston, and then we'll have one of our redstone repeaters facing away from that observer. And we're going to go ahead and put in all the clicks right there. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come over to this side. We're going to grab our observer, look at the repeater this time. Solid block, this corner, just like the other one. We're going to have a dropper. Now we're going to come over to this side, put in our observer. The dot is facing towards the piston. We'll go ahead and put in our solid block right there. Now we're going to come to this side and put our repeater in so it's facing away from the last observer we put in. We'll put in 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to put in one of our last observers right here, right there, and we'll put in a solid block. All right, we're going to go ahead and put our lever in. That's how we're going to control this in this tutorial. So we're going to hit it twice to turn it on. You can hear it clicking. You can see everything's moving in some kind of weird way, but that's okay because it does pause every now and then to allow our items and experience to flow into our water stream. And that's exactly what we want. All right, toss that Trident in there. It's mobilized. You can hear it. Yep. We're going to go ahead and turn it off. We know that's in there now. We can now close this up. 1, 2. If you've got any of that tinted glass, go ahead and grab it and put it in the front. Now you can see what's inside. If you don't believe me that it gets dark, we can jump in here and close things up. There is a lot of light coming in through this opening, and that will be our next step. Now, just to make sure we don't have extra spawn points, come around the outside here and fill in all of these extra spawn points. You can also fill it in underneath here. You can probably put some torches too. But, we can do that in this case. Now, you could put some glass over top of this. I'm going to go ahead and grab some slabs and just put it over top of here. I don't want to go all the way up, but we can just drop these in right there to help spawn proof it. Come back to the front and we'll put in some more blocks right in front, but we're actually going to come out 1, 2, 3 right over top of our last packed ice. So we can get rid of this. Maybe you don't have all this extra dirt in the way and it's easy to put in. We're going to come out 3 on all of those. Go ahead and grab those slabs again and put them across the top right here. All right, so we're going to grab our soul sand, drop it in. We'll come back with water a little bit later. But we're going to grab our oak planks. We want solid blocks at this point and put in 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All the way 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to be even with the top of our hut. And the reason why we're doing this is to prevent light from getting inside our chamber. All right, so every witch hut is a little different, and the floor of our kill chamber is going to be at Y65 in this one. So we're going to come back out, throw our trident back in, and we're going to close it up with a little bit of tinted glass. This can be solid. I just like looking in there. And we're going to go up to Y109. So this is where we need all our glass. You can use solid blocks here, but I want to show you the bubble column. All right, we're looking good. We went up 44 blocks from our kill chamber floor up to 109. And now what we can do is come down 4 blocks so that we're at 105. So now we're 40 blocks above our kill chamber. That's 106 right there. And we're going to come over to this side because our water stream was on this side. And we're going to drop in an AFK position back here. I'll even change it into a tinted glass so that we know this is our AFK position. So we're 40 blocks above our kill chamber floor for our AFK position. Let's go ahead and break this block in front of us. Put in a little half slab right there on the top. This will allow experience to just flow out and hit you, and you can get your levels. Let's finish out our AFK position. You can block up or use any kind of method to get up here however you want. In this case, we're just going to use some glass to make sure we don't have anything spawning on top of us. And when we're going AFK, those pesky phantoms don't get us. So up top, we're going to put in our water stream. So what we can do is put some glass right there, one block down from the top. We're going to break this one in this direction. And we're going to come out this direction too by one. So we'll make a little bump out here. Our water will go here, and it will force our items to go this direction into our storage. So we'll come out just a little bit more just to make this stream a little faster. All right, to help our stream along, we'll go ahead and put some ice right here. Probably brought some extra. I didn't put in the materials. I'm sorry about that. But we can use this to make sure we got a good flow of water across. We'll go ahead and put our button in right there because then we can flow across this. All right, we're going to go ahead and put in our small storage system, and we're going to come out just like this and put in a couple of chests in this location. And sorry about that. Drop that in on top, and then we're going to put in our doubles now. All right, from our AFK platform, we can probably get these in a little bit easier. We'll put in our hoppers like this. When items come in, they'll usually go into this one, but they could drop all the way down and go into this one. So this is just going to store 1 hour's worth of materials. All right, come back up to the top. We're going to put our water in. You can see it's flowing across here. You need to put this water in before you do your bubble column, or the water stream won't work and things will just sit at the top. All right, come on down to the bottom. We're going to break these blocks out right here, and we're going to jump in. We're going to jump in right on top of this soul sand, fill that gap right in again, and now we're going to put in ice. Regular old ice all the way up to the top. And you know what? I'm going to go into survival for this because I'm actually curious. Just going to go all the way to the top. This idea came from one of my viewers had a great comment on one of the tutorials, and I thought, yeah, let's show everyone how to do this because this is a great idea. When we get to the top, we should hit some glass. Go ahead and break it, and we get water in here. Fill that in. Up to, yep, just one more. We don't want to break the water stream. You can see we got ice up until that ice. And I'm just going to use a diamond pickaxe with efficiency 5, and I'm going to break the ice. When you break the ice in survival without silk touch, it will turn into water. So I'm going to see if I can survive without any kind of special armor with aqua affinity or respiration 3. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. Hopefully you've got some, oh, I'm going to take some damage. Hopefully you got some respiration or aqua affinity. Don't break your soul sand when you get to the bottom. And it should take off. Yeah, we did it. So efficiency 5 diamond will get you all the way down. And now you can see the bubbles coming all the way up. All right. So it's a good thing we checked. We've got a little backup right here, and we forgot to put in a trap door. Put it in right there. That'll stop the flow of stuff in or from the tower, and it will allow everything to flow in this direction. So yeah, let's not forget this. And it's a pretty easy fix to put in here, so don't forget to throw that in. Cover all this back up. Be ready to go. All right, that last trapdoor is in place, and the water is now flowing in the right direction. We've got loot coming up the pipeline. This is great. And we should have experience jumping up here soon. Looks like we might have a bubble kind of trapped. That's all right. Here it comes. Yep, just got some levels. More loot. Oh, gunpowder. There it goes. Yes. And here it all comes. All right, don't forget your looting 3 sword. All right, thanks everyone for joining me on this tutorial. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to see new content when it comes out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.